What's up, beautiful people? It's Natasha bringing you another makeup tutorial. This time we're bringing you a hot girl summer look because we're closing out the summer and I want to bring you something to, keep your spirits high because it might be a little bit sad knowing that summertime is about to come to an end. So yeah, this look is just basically 3 colors only using one palette that's very affordable, I might add. So yeah, if you're new, stop what you're doing and go ahead and subscribe so that you never miss another video from me. And if you have not seen any of my other videos, go ahead and check them out after you watch this one or before, whichever one you choose. And to all my returning subscribers, hey y'all, welcome back. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing that I do is I prime my eyelids with the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C1. And then I go in and set that concealer with the Luxury Baking Powder from Makeup Revolution in the shade Ghost. After I do that, I go in with my Wet n Wild blending brush. And I use my e.l.f. 18 Hits Wonder Palette. And I go in with the shade Heat first. Then I go in with the shade Summer on a more dense brush and go over the shade Heat. And just blend that all together. Buff, buff, buff. So after I'm done applying those 2 shades, I go in with the same concealer in the shade C1, and I don't really carve out my crease. I just carve out a little area where I want to put the yellow shade using a flat brush. So after we're done applying the concealer in the area that we wanted, I go back in with that dense brush and that orange shade, which is Summer, and I smooth out the edges of that concealer because I don't want it to be a harsh line. I want it to be a smooth transition from the yellow into the orange. And the yellow shade that we're going to be using is also from the same palette. I'm only using one palette, y'all, and that's the shade Solar. And to apply that yellow shade, I'm using my Morphe M124 brush. It's just a flat brush that I can use to pack on that shade and ignore all that fallout that's happening. This is, again, an inexpensive palette, so yeah, it's going to happen. Okay, so after you're done applying the yellow shade and you have it dark enough to where you like it, go back in with your Wet n Wild blending brush, dip it into the shade Summer. Again, a little bit, just a little bit. You don't need to get a whole bunch of product, but you just want to get a little bit of that orange to blend the two shades, the yellow and the orange together, to smooth it out so it's a seamless transition between the two shades. And you're going to do that on the outer corner, the inner corner, and into your crease too. So now we're moving on to the face, and I'm going to prime my face with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer and the NYX Pore Filler Primer. Then I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Mahogany and the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Butterscotch to highlight my face. And when I go to cream contour, I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay foundation stick in the shade Deep Bronze. Y'all, this foundation always looks super orange when I first put it on, but it does look better after you start doing all your other stuff. So don't worry about that. It'll get better. But I do feel like I could probably find a shade that matches me a little bit better. But when I go ahead to set my highlight, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder in the shade Translucent Medium. And I'll set my cream contour with the Morphe bronzer in the shade, I don't even know, Showmance. That's what it's in the shade Showmance. Blending is super, super, super important when it comes to your face because that can make or break your look for real. You'll start to look silly, like if the contour is not blending in with the concealer, with the foundation, it'll just start looking a mess. So what I like to do is after I put on my cream contour, cream concealer and all of that, I go in with the same brush that I use to apply my foundation and just go over any of those harsh edges to make them more seamless and smooth, and just make sure that your face looks like it's supposed to look and is well blended, because that's very, very important to not have you out here looking like a muddied mess. And to set the rest of my face, I go in with my CoverGirl Clean Press Powder, oil control press powder in the shade 565, which is tawny. So for the blush, I'm going to use my Rimmel London Maxi Blush in the shade Rendezvous, and I just used, I think, a powder brush from Real Techniques to apply that. So the next thing we're going to do is highlight our face, of course, because we use matte face products. We have to bring some glow back into our skin, and I'm going to go in with the Morphe High Impact Highlighter Palette, and I'm going to use the shade Meteor to highlight my bridge of my nose, my tip of my nose, my top lip, my cheekbones, and my brow bone. It's just a nice bronzy golden color, and I just want to give myself the glowing from within look, and not you put a glitter bomb on your face and now you look silly anytime some light reflects off your face, you know? So now that we're done with all of the powder products, we're going to go ahead and set our face with the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray and then fan it dry. And then I like to fan it but also pat it dry with a beauty blender just to make sure that it's not leaving any, like dots on your face. So then we're going to move back to our eyes and we're going to focus on the bottom lid space now. And I literally just applied the orange to the bottom lid because I like to use orange with my eye color because I feel like it makes my eye color stand out more when I use orange shades or like bronzy shades anyway. So yeah, just apply that orange to your bottom lid and connect it to the top lid's orange space. So it's like a seamless blend of orange on your eyes. And you also want to put the orange in your inner corner as well. So it's blended on the inner corner and the outer corner. So I use the Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner or cream eyeliner in the shade Black is Black to do a very thin black line on my top lid and on my bottom lid. And then I applied the Miss 3D Volume Lash in the shade M371. And then I used the Total Temptation mascara to put on my bottom lashes as well as my top lashes to blend them into my falsies. So for my lips, I lined them with the NYX lip liner in the shade Brown. Then I went over that with the shade Spicy Brown from Ruby Kisses. And in the center of that, I used the shade Brown Sugar from Ruby Kisses. And then I blended that together with my finger to make it like a nice nude. And I could have stopped there, but I wanted to add a little gloss because everything was so matte already. So I used the shade Ginger Snap from NYX, and it's their Butter Gloss. And that will complete the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I was informative and gave you the information that you needed. And if I did not, don't hesitate to leave me a comment, ask me any questions you might have for me. And I hope to see you in my next video. I hope you like this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please, please, please do, because I'm trying to grow my subscribers. And yeah, see you guys in my next video.